Ever feel like your mind is just full of what ifs? Well, if that sounds familiar, you're definitely in the right place. We're going to talk about a really gentle way to calm those thoughts just by learning how to look ahead a little.
I mean, especially during college, right? It just feels like you're juggling a million things at once. Deadlines, exams, group projects, and oh yeah, your actual personal life. That constant what's next feeling, it can be totally overwhelming. So, what do we do about it? Well, there's actually a formal name for this whole process. It's called risk identification. And I know that sounds super corporate, like something straight out of a business textbook. But honestly, all it really is the simple art of looking ahead. This isn't about scaring yourself or expecting the worst. It's just about acknowledging what could happen so you can worry a whole lot less right now.
All right, so where do we start? The very first step is maybe the simplest one of all. You just name the worries. You take them out of that big, vague cloud of anxiety in your head and you put them down on paper. Get them out where you can actually look at them.
And what does that actually look like? Well, it could be academic stuff like, what if my laptop just dies right before my final paper is due? Or maybe it's about group projects, like, what if that one person in my group just drops the class? Then you've got the personal stuff, right? What if I get really sick during finals week? Or even just logistics? What if the bus is late and I miss my exam? Just seeing them written down, it kind of takes away some of their power, doesn't it? They feel a little more manageable already. Let's just take a breath on that one. A named worry is a smaller worry. Think about it. When it's just this formless cloud of anxiety floating around in your head, it feels huge, unstoppable. But the second you give it a name, it's not a cloud anymore. It's a problem. And problems? Well, problems have solutions. Okay, so you've got your list. Now what? The good news is you don't have to tackle everything at once. No way. The next step is all about figuring out which of these worries actually deserve your energy. It's time to weigh them. And here's a super simple way to think about it. For every single worry on your list, just ask yourself two things. One, how likely is this to actually happen? And two, if it did happen, how big of a deal would it be? See if something is really likely and it's a huge deal. Yeah, that's where you put your focus. But if it's super unlikely and not a big deal anyway, this is your official permission slip to just let it go. And that right there, isn't that just such a freeing thought? You don't have to carry every single what if with the same heavy weight. Some are just little pebbles in your pocket. Others are boulders. This step is all about learning to tell the difference. So what about the ones that are worth your attention? The boulders? What do we do with those? Well, that brings us to our third and final step. Have a just-in-case plan. And listen, this does not need to be some big, elaborate, stressful thing. Not at all. It's just about having one small, simple idea ready to go. And I mean, look how simple this can be. Worried your laptop's going to die? Your just-in-case is literally just backing up your paper to the cloud every day. Boom. That one tiny action pretty much neutralizes that whole worry. Or worried about getting sick during finals. Your just-in-case is just taking 5 minutes to look up the university's policy for medical extensions. You haven't solved the problem because it hasn't happened, but you've built yourself a little safety net. Let's pause there for a second. A simple plan is a quiet mind. The whole point of having a just-in-case isn't really about solving a future problem. It's about giving your mind permission to stop chewing on that worry today. Okay, so I get it. This might all sound helpful, but maybe it also sounds like just one more thing you have to add to your giant to-do list. I promise it doesn't have to be like that. Let's talk about a super gentle first step you can take, like right now. Seriously, that's it. You don't need some color-coded spreadsheet. Just take a nice, calm breath. Jot down one single what if that's been bugging you. And then right next to it, write down one tiny little thing you could do just in case. The whole thing could take you less than a minute. And this might be the most important part of all. Looking ahead like this, it's not about being a pessimist. It's not about expecting the worst. It is the exact opposite. It's about clearing out all that mental clutter, all those little what ifs that just drain your energy, so you can free up that space to focus on the good stuff. Your classes, your friends, just living your life.
So I'll just leave you with this one thought to chew on. What's one what if, just one, that you could make a little bit smaller today? Thanks so much for spending this time with me.